So we'll be starting chapter 6, fundamental operations on algebraic expressions and identities. So operation simply means what? Subtraction, addition, multiplication, and division. Okay, we've already done this in class 7, so same thing here again. All right, so the first part, first question is simply add. So when you look at the question, 5x plus 4y plus 5z, and then comma is there, and this and this. Alright, so we're going to add them. So the first thing we'll do is write down the numbers. So the first part is this, and this plus is there because the question says add. Alright, now the second is this, right? So I've written it here again, and this plus is there because of the question, and then write down the third part, minus 7x minus 4y minus 2 times z. Once we're done with it, the next step is to remove the brackets. Okay, so then plus into minus, minus, right? Again plus into plus, plus, again plus into minus, minus. So that is done. Let's remove the other bracket again. Plus into minus, minus, then again plus into minus, minus, and then plus into minus. Once again we're having minus. So once we've opened the bracket, open the brackets, we'll start to arrange them accordingly. Okay, so you can see here 5x minus 4x minus 7x. So keep them all together here like this. Next, let's go with the y again. 4y plus 7y minus 4y. So you can see here 4y plus 7y minus 4y, and the last is the z or the z. Okay, so plus 5z, right, I've written, then minus 6z written, and then the last minus 2 times z. Right, we have written everything. Next is we just have to add or subtract. So you can see when you look at these three, two of them are minus, right? So if we do it, minus 7x minus 4x, how much we're going to have? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11x. We're going to have minus 11x. So you can see I've written here, right? When we add these two, they're same signs, so we have to add them, but the sign will be minus, right? And then now if you go to the next, you can see here plus 4y minus 4y. This can be simply subtracted. We'll get 0, right? And we'll be left with what? 7 times y here. Now if you look at z again, two of them are minus, right? So I have to add them, but the sign will be minus. So 6, 7, 8. So you can see minus 8z. Once we're done with that, now let's subtract these two. When you look here, minus 11 is greater than 5, so the sign will be minus. And if you subtract 11 and 5, we're going to get 6, but remember minus is greater. Okay, that's why minus 6 is. 7y is by itself, so we can't do anything, just write it down. And if you look at the third at the z again, you can see minus is greater, so the sign will be retained. Okay, minus, then 8 by 8 minus 5, we're going to get 3, but remember minus is greater, so minus 3. So we'll have here minus 3 times z. Let's do one more. Once again, same thing. First collect write them under the bracket. So this is the first, so it's under bracket. You can see this is the second, once again under bracket, and this is the third. So all of them are under the bracket. Next, we'll try to remove the brackets. Okay, so the first one, just write it down as it is. Then the second one, plus into minus, minus, then plus into plus, plus, again plus into plus, plus, and then plus into plus. We're going to get here plus. If we're done with that, let's do for the last, the other bracket, plus into minus, minus, plus into minus, minus, then plus into plus, plus, and then plus into minus, once again minus. All right, so now you can see that we have removed all the brackets. Next, we just have to collect accordingly. All right, so minus 8 cube is here, and if you look again, can you we can see that what we're going to arrange them. Okay, so first thing, let's go with the cube here. Okay, so cube is here, and can you see we have another cube here? So I've arranged them, and then one more, minus 8 cube. So arrange them accordingly. Okay, same, right, according to their powers. Next, let's go with square. So 4x square, and if you look here, 6x square is already there, so I've written, and then one more, minus 4x square, so I've written. Next, let's go with x. So 3x is here, I've written here, then 2x, and the last 5x. All right, if we're done with all this, the last will just be the numbers. Right, so 4, 4, then we have 5, and then minus 4 here. All right, arrange them accordingly. So now let's have a look. First, let us look at these three. Can you see they are all minus? That means I have to add them, but the sign will be minus. Okay, so this will be minus 25x cubed. So minus 8, minus 9, minus 8. So if you add them, they're all minus, so we have to add them, but the sign will be minus, right? So we're going to get minus 25. Okay, that is how you can see we're getting it will be equal to minus 25 x cubed. Now let us have a look at this 3 again. Can you see we have a plus 4x squared and minus 4x squared again? So I can simply subtract them and we're simply going to be left with 6x squared. Now if you look at these 3, they are all plus, right? So 5 plus 2 plus 3, we're going to get 10, or we're going to get it 10x. If you look at the next, once again, when you look at these 3, minus 4 plus 4, I can subtract them, they will become 0 and we'll be left with simply 5. Alright, question number G. So this is a more important question. Alright, so once again there are 3 of them. So this is the first, second, third. So write them all under the bracket. Okay, once again this plus is there because of the question, right? Add. Once we're done, let's remove the bracket. So the first, just remove it, will simply be like this. Let's go to the second. Plus into minus, we're going to get minus, right? So to minus 1 by half x squared, and again plus into plus, we'll get plus, and again plus into plus, we'll get plus again here. So that part is done. We have removed the bracket. Let's go for the last bracket again. So plus into minus, again minus, plus into plus, plus, then plus into plus, plus. So once we're done with that, arrange them according to their power. Okay, so square is the largest, right? So 13x squared I've written here. If you look, you said we have again minus half x squared, so I've written, and then one more minus 1 by 5 x squared. So we've arranged those 3 here. Now let's go to the next. That is x, right? So 1 by 2x written, next is 1 by 3x written, and then 1 by 3x written. Okay, so we have arranged them again. So these 3 together, last simply the numbers, right? So plus 1 by 4, plus 1 by 4, again plus 1 by 4, plus 1 by 4, and if you look here again, plus 1 by 4. All right, so we have already arranged all of them. Next, because these 3 are all same, x squared, they have x squared, and x squared, we'll try to find the LCM, right? So if you look at, because the denominators are all different here, right? So if I try to find the LCM of 3, 2, and 5, it will simply be 3 ones are 2, then 5, and then 5, and then 5 one time. So how do we get 6 5s are 30? Okay, LCM will be 30. So I've written it here. So just remember to find the LCM, okay, because the denominators are they are different, right? Now once we know the LCM, we just have to simplify it again. Okay, so you can see LCM is 30 right on the numerator. So remember, okay, we have a 1x squared, right? It will simply be just x squared. Clear? Once we get that, 3, how many times are 30? 3, 10. All right, so if you look at the next, remember now this is minus 1 x squared, right? So if I multiply, it's simply going to be minus x squared again. Then 2, how many times is 30? 2, 15 times. Let's go with the next again minus 1 x squared. So if I multiply, I'm simply just going to get minus x squared here, right? Then 5, how many times is 30? 5, 6 30. If we're done with that, let's go to the next. Once again, the denominators are not same, so we'll try to find the LCM of 2, 3, and 3. So 3, 1, 1, and then 2, 1, and 1. So which means simply our LCM is going to be 6. Okay, so you can already see I've written the denominator to be the LCM to be equal to 6. And when you multiply, remember this is plus 1x, right? So if I multiply 1 into x, it will simply be x. Then 2, how many times is 6? 2, 3. Same thing again, plus 1x. So 1 into x is simply going to be x. 3, how many times is 6? 3, 2. All right, now let's do the next again. So we have there what? Again, we have it to be equal to plus 1x again. So if you multiply 1 into x, again it's simply going to be x. Then 3, how many times is 6? 3, 2 is 6. If you look at the last, the denominators are same, right? So LCM will be the number itself 4. Okay, right on the numerator I've written, then 4, how many times are 4? 4 ones are 4. Next numerator is plus 1, so I've written, then 4, how many times are 4 again? 4 ones are 4. Next is again plus 1, so I've written, then 4, how many times are 4? 4 ones are 4. Okay, once we are done with that, let's start again. Then x squared into 10 will get 10x squared, minus x squared into 15 will get minus 15x squared, and then minus x into 6 we're going to get minus 6x squared. X into 3, 3x, x into 2, 2x, x into 2, 2x. 1 into 1, 1, 1 into 1, 1, 1 into 1. We're simply going to get 1 itself. If we're done with that, now let us have a look. Addition and subtraction. Okay, can you see that 2 are minus? Minus 15 minus 6. So they're both minus. If I add them, minus 15 minus 6, I'm going to get 21. But remember, sign will be retained, right? So we're having minus 21 x squared. Now they're all plus, so 3 plus 2 plus 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Once again, they're all plus, so 1, 2, 3. Right. Now, if you look at the first term again, you can see that what? these two, minus is greater again, right? So minus 21, then I'm going to have simply 11, but the sign will be retained. So minus 11, all right, minus 11x squared, and then we've already done for these two, so nothing changes, and this will be our answer.